slowly start. Find a comfortable seat on your mat. Take a moment to just close your eyes. Connect your pointer, finger and thumb. The mudra of meditation and focus. Let the breath become deeper. Allow yourself to check in with yourself this morning. The shoulders relaxed, the face soft. Invite softness into your practice. Try not to be too hard on yourself. And I know that's sometimes even harder when we are challenged by outer force. Bring your arms over the side, over your head, and pull everything that you need into your heart space with your exhale. One more time. Inhale, the arms up, reach up top. Exhale, pull it into your heart. Next one, we combine with the opening of an arm. Inhale here. Lower your chin to your chest. Find a moment to set your personal intention for today's practice. Plant it into your heart. Next inhale, softly open your eyes, bring your arms overhead. Let's side bend to the left. Bring the left arm down, reach up over your head. Breathe into your rib cage. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the other side. Try to keep both sitting bones grounded. Inhale, both arms up, reach up top. Exhale, bow forward, forehead to the mat. Inhale, drag yourself back up. Come to sitting on your knees. From here you want to bring the left leg out. See that your shoulders are in one line with your hip. And same idea here, we side bend to the extended leg. Try to just breathe, not necessarily to go so deep. Exhale, bring the right hand down and lift the leg up. Find an engagement here. Exhale, back to the knees. Go to the other side. Extend the right leg out. See your alignment, shoulder over hip. Left arm up, reach over to the right. Try to keep the right side nice and long, and rather go not so deep in the beginning. That looks really nice. Inhale, release. Plant the hand down and lift the right leg up, right arm up. And exhale, release. Back to tabletop position here. Move your arms forward, but not so much that you can bring your chest all the way down. More that you can do some cat-cow movements here, so reach up your chest. And exhale, hollow your spine. If you go too deep, you don't have the range of motion for your thoracic spine. And then find a neutral spine. Bring the right arm underneath the left. Right shoulder down, right ear down. Spinal twist for the upper body here. Breathe into the side body. That is lengthening from the shoulder to the chest. Also along your neck. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the right arm forward, left arm underneath. Left shoulder down. Rest the right and left cheek on the mat, left ear on the mat. Breathe into this elongation on this side. Very nice. Come back up. Find your shoulders over your wrists in your tabletop position. And then push yourself back into your downward facing dog. Give yourself a moment to arrive here. Wiggle yourself from side to side. Let your head just dangle. Maybe keep the knees bent. It's still early in the day. Inhale, shift yourself forward into a plank. Lower all the way down to your mat. Bring the palms facing down next to your hips. And push into the hands. Just lift the upper spine a little bit. Shoulders wide. Exhale, roll the head down. 2 more like this. Press into the tops of the feet. Pull the shoulder blades together. Push into the floor. And exhale, release. One last time. Inhale, lift up. Roll the heart and chest open. And exhale, release. Hands next to your chest, underneath your shoulders. Push yourself back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Exhale it out of your mouth. Walk your feet all the way to the front of your mat. Lift your chest halfway up. Lengthen your spine. And exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Uttanasana. And exhale, Tadasana. Bring the arms up. Interlace. Take your left hand to the right wrist and lean to the left side. Keep the length here as well. Before you lean over. Inhale, come back, switch to the other side, lengthen. Before you go into a gentle side bend here. Inhale, both arms up, reach up tall. Exhale, elbows down, open the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your plank. Knees, chest and chin. Slide forward into your cobra. Get really light on your hands. Pull the shoulder blades back. Stay for 1 more breath. And exhale, push yourself back into downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Next inhale brings you forward to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Uttanasana. Exhale, come to standing Tadasana. Inhale, arms up, left wrist grabs the right, bring the right leg behind and lean into the side bend with the crossed legs. Inhale, come back up, right wrist grabs the left, left leg behind, lean to the right side. Allow your side body to open. Inhale, both arms up, Uttanasana. Exhale, pull the heart and chest open. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, or take your knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg into the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right leg forward into a low lunge. Bring your arms up, reach up tall first. I'm going to show you from the front. Right arm down, lean to the side. Doesn't matter if you can touch your right hand down. It's more about lengthening the side body here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. This time you want to open the right rib cage. See if you can connect the hands in front of the chest. One more deep breath here. Inhale, both arms up, low lunge. Plant the hands down next to the right foot. Shift your right leg into straight pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend. And exhale, straighten. One more time, pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend. And step back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts into the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it forward, front of the mat. Both arms up, reach up tall. We go to the left arm down, right arm up. Create length before you go deeper. Breathe into the right rib cage as much as you can. Inhale, pulls you up. Both hands connect in front of the heart. Twist to the right. Right elbow outside of the knee. Find the length from your torso. Find stability in your legs to support the twist. Inhale, both arms up. Find your high lunge. Exhale, hands down. Drift back into pyramid pose. Inhale, reach forward, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, stay in your low lunge. Use it as a transition to step back to plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Exhale it out. There's nothing you need to hold back. This practice is here to just experience whatever you feel coming up. Inhale. Walk or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Uttanasana. Hands to your heart, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Sit down into your chair, Utkatasana. Sit low, see if you can see your toes. Right arm down, left arm up. Try to go a little bit into the side bend here. Try not to shift your hips. You really want to keep the core engaged. Just let the right arm hang down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, other side. Find the length. Squeeze the knees together. Really nice. Inhale, Utkatasana. Stay all the way up. Bring the left leg behind with a nice straight spine. Lean forward with the left leg behind the right so you get the IT band stretch. Just lean forward over your legs. Release the weight of the upper body. Inhale, halfway lift. Switch your legs so right leg is behind the left. Find the length in your torso first. Exhale, lower down. If you need to bend your knees, that's completely fine. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring both of the feet parallel. Halfway lift. Strengthen your spine. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, come back into your chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, bring the hands down. You can go into a crow if you want, if it's not too early. Otherwise, you can use that as a transition to come back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it through into a high lunge this time. Right leg forward, both arms up. Same idea than before, right arm down, lean to the right side. Keep this left side really nice and long. If you need more stability, you can always bring the knee down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, let's go into the twist. Same here, if you need to bring the back knee down, you can do so. If you want to go deeper, you can even open the arms like wings. Inhale, both arms up. Straighten the right leg. Fold forward, pyramid pose. Keep the length in the back. The left hand stays down, the right arm lifts. Twist the pyramid pose. Keep reaching up with your right arm. See that the shoulders are in one line. Nice. Exhale, release. Right leg bends, high lunge. Open into your warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, shoulders nice and straight. Straighten the right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana on the right side. Stay a moment in your Trikonasana, enjoy the stretch. Inhale, come up, warrior two, rebend your right leg. We're gonna go into a balance from here, reach forward with your right hand, left leg up, half moon. Support yourself as much as you need. Exhale, both hands down, standing split, lift the left leg up as high as it will go. And then exhale, step back into your plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. What do you feel right here and now? What is present? What can you release by following your breath? Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step it through into a high lunge. Arms alongside of your body. Make sure the left knee is on top of the left ankle. Left arm down. Keep the length. Extend the right arm as you lean over to the left side. Pull the lower belly in. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale into the twist. Keep the length in your whole spine before you twist. Maybe that's enough. If you want to go deeper, you can open the arms. Make sure you're able to breathe. Inhale, both arms up, high lunge. Straighten your left leg, lean forward with extension into your pyramid pose. Take a breath here. Find stability from your legs. And then we're gonna come halfway up. So the right arm is your foundation, left arm lifts. Twist your spine open. Allow your heart to open here. Exhale, both arms down. Rebend your left leg. Come all the way up, high lunge. Open into your warrior two. Check your alignment first. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, Trikonasana. Right arm lifted, side bend. Inhale. From your core, come back to your warrior two. We're going to go into half moon. Reach forward with your left hand as you lift your right leg up. It's a little easier to look down. Otherwise, you can also look to the top arm. Exhale, both hands down, standing split. Reach up with your right leg as high as we'll go. Exhale, back into your vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Really use downward facing dog as a moment of grounding. To really feel your home base. Inhale, step or jump to the front of your mat, halfway lift out of Uttanasana. Exhale, full forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing with Vastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Gonna do one more round of flow. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. From here we're going to go into the twist, but with the arms straight. So left hand comes on the outside of the knee, right arm up. Maybe that's enough. If you want to go deeper, you can bring the left arm all the way down to the ankle or to the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana. Let's go gently to the other side first. Feel the rotation in your spine, lift your heart and chest. And maybe go a little deeper if you can. Inhale, both arms up, Utkatasana, find the length. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Either find your crow, your hands are shoulder width apart, you bring the knees on the backs of the arms and lift your toes. Or just jump back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Right leg up into the sky, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, step it forward into your high lunge. We go for the twist directly here. Exhale, twist over to the right side. Same here if you want. You can straighten your arms, expand them like wings. Without losing this connection, you can just straighten the right leg. Your left hand is outside of your ankle this time, twisted pyramid pose. Really nice. Inhale, lift up, high lunge. Open into warrior two. Find stability here. Lift your right leg into straight. Exhale. Trikonasana. Really create lifting out of your right side to find more length in this pose. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, sink into your warrior two. Find the point in front of your foot for your half moon. Left leg straight. Maybe you can release the weight on the right hand. Exhale, both hands down, lift the left leg a little higher, standing split. And then use it to step all the way back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. One deep breath here, exhale it out of the mouth before we switch to the other side. Left leg lifts into straight, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it through, high lunge. Arms up, find the length. Exhale into the twist with open arms. Try to go to the outside of the foot, left arm up. Just straighten the left leg into twisted pyramid pose. Your feet are your foundation. How rooted are you here? Exhale, release. Rebend the left leg, high lunge. Open, warrior two. Sink into your warrior two. Gaze in front. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, Trikonasana. Expand. Allow your body to be an expression of expansion, openness. Inhale, come up from your core, rebend your left leg. Gonna go into half moon. Left arm just in front of your left foot. Expand. Right arm up, right leg back. Maybe you can look up to your right hand to challenge your balance even more. Exhale, both hands down, standing split on the right side. Right leg lifts a little higher. Exhale, step back, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breath here. Inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Uttanasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Really nice work. Just bring your feet parallel, open, as wide as your straddle goes this morning. Bring both arms onto your hips. Bring the left arm up and just lean to the right side. Try to not just push your hips to the side like we did in Trikonasana. Try to stay lifted and just lean over. At any point, you should be able to actually remove the hand. That gives you an idea how strong the waist is compared to strength and flexibility being in balance. Inhale, both arms up. Let's switch to the other side. Left hand on your waist, right arm reaches up. When you feel like you found the point, you can bring the left arm up. Inhale, both arms up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Give yourself a nice shoulder stretch. Prasarita Padottanasana. Maybe wiggle your shoulders from side to side. Let your head become nice, soft, hanging down without restraining the neck. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Bring the toes out 45 degrees. See that your knee is directly on top of your ankle. Goddess pose. Bring the arms up. Bring the right hand in front. Hold onto your left thigh and lean to the right. Nice open chest. You don't want to collapse forward. You want to use that pull on your thigh to open the rib cage. Inhale, both arms up. Other side, left hand on your right thigh. Right arm reaches up. Stay low in your hips. Keep the knees wide and open. Inhale, both arms up. Sink a little lower in your goddess here. Both hands onto your thigh, and then you can really lean into this. So the arms are nice and straight. Give yourself a nice traction for your back. If you want to integrate twisting, you can bring the right shoulder inside and then the left. Sometimes I find that gives my spine a really good release. If you have more room to work, you can bring the arms closer to decompress the spine even more. And come all the way up into straight, legs straight and parallel again. Reach forward with your arms. Find your straddle forward fold, but walk your arms to the front like a down dog with the legs wide. You can squeeze the shoulder blades together and move them apart to find a bit more length in the neck and shoulder area here. Now walk your hands underneath the shoulders and round your upper back. Inhale, arch like in a cat pose. You can also bend your knees. Exhale, round and cup. Inhale, maybe bend, look forward. And exhale. And walk your hands to the outside of your feet. Lift your spine nice to be straight, and then maybe elbows to the side. Find your straddle forward fold for one more time. Inhale, lift yourself up halfway. Bring the feet a little bit closer so they are hip width apart. Come onto your fingertips and lift the right leg up as high as it will go. Try not to collapse and open in your hips. You want to pull the belly in. And then bring the leg behind to the other side in one line with your foot. Move the right arm a little bit more out, left arm overhead. That's really intense in the outer IT band on the left side. And then exhale, bring it back in. Find a forward fold. Grab your big toes. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, elbows to the side. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders again. Find a nice straight back. Shift your weight onto the right foot. Lift your left leg just as high as it will go to maintain the hips in one straight line. And then swing the leg behind in one line with your right foot. You can bend the right leg slightly. Move the left arm up. Bring the right arm overhead. Exhale, release. Both feet parallel again. Take both of your hands underneath the feet. Halfway lift. Exhale, elbows to the side. Padasana, forward fold. If you need to bend the knees, feel free to do so. Inhale, halfway lift. Feet out, sit down in your squat. Really nice, hands in front of your heart. Use the elbows to press your chest open. Close your eyes. Come back to your intention. Come back to what is here right now. You can stay in your squat if you like, or you can do either some handstand jumps. I'm going to show it from the side, where you just bring the hands forward and do some frog jumps. Try to bring your hips up, maybe touch your feet, come back down. Or what we did earlier, crow pose, plant the hand. Try to also here bring the feet down and use the momentum to shift into crow, connect the feet, come back down. So it's a little bit more gentle. Nice crows. Just give it a minute of playtime here. Nice cat. Nice crow, Julia. Yoo-hoo. Okay, come back into your squats. Walk your hands to the front, let your head hang loose. Little counter stretch. And then bring the knees down, sitting on your heels. Bring the palms facing towards you. And just round your upper back and arch. If it's too much for your elbows, you can have a micro bend. It's going to create a stretch in the forearms. Some cat-cow movements here. And then we flip the hands. So the palm is facing towards the ceiling. You guys can't see me, it's like this. Nice, come all the way up to sitting. And we're gonna swing the legs through. Come all the way, laying on your back. We're gonna work a little bit on our core. So bring both of the knees to the left side. Arms interlaced behind the back. Try to come up into a side crunch. Elbows stay wide. Try to lift from your core instead of pulling on your neck. Let's do 5 more on this side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the lift for just another breath. And exhale, release. Switch to the other side. Knees go to the left. Arms behind your neck. Try to keep the knees together as you lift. Side obliques. For just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold the last one up for a breath. Pull the belly button into the spine. And exhale, release. Let the knees swing a little bit from side to side. Massage your lower back. And then let's come onto the side. You can really just support your head here. And lift the right leg up. And try to pull it closer to your head. And let it come down. So what happens, maybe I show it from the back. As I'm laying here and pulling my leg up, you can always have it bent. But I really want to crunch this side as much as I can by pressing the lower leg down. And you should feel that in your side obliques as well. It's a more active way to train the side muscles. And let's do 3 more here. Nice, and then we switch to the other side. Beach pose. Lift the left leg up into the sky. Try to crunch it closer towards your upper body. I like to support myself with the front hand so I'm not rolling over. And 3, 2, 1. Nice, roll onto your back, take your knees, just circle them around a little bit in both directions so the hip joint can release. And then rock and roll yourself forwards to come into sitting position. Both legs to the front, arms up. Exhale, bow forward into your forward fold. Give yourself the release. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Come back to sitting. The left leg is forward, right knee into Janu Shirshasana, so the right foot is on the inside of the left leg. Bring your right arm up and hold onto your bent leg and lean towards the foot. Breathe in deep to the side body here. Inhale, come up, right hand behind the leg, push into the right knee, left arm up. Open the side on the other side. Exhale, all the way back down. We go for regular Janu Shirshasana, arms up, lean forward. Into your forward fold. If you need any support underneath the right knee, that's completely fine. Inhale, come back up to steady. Right leg moves straight to the front, left leg pulls in to the inner thigh. The closer you can get it, the better. Right hand onto your bent leg, right arm over your head. Use the right arm to pull and the left arm to just leave it in the air to allow gravity to do the work. Because you want to bring your right rib cage under the left, so the left can open a little more. Inhale, come back up, left hand behind, push into the left knee, right arm up, push the hips forward. Exhale, come back down, both arms up. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. And then open into a straddle, forward fold. Turn on the music a little bit, so open the legs to the side. Find a nice straight line here first. You really want to lift from your lower belly. Just bring the hands in front of you. And then swing a little bit from side to side to loosen up the hip joint and the side obliques. See that your knees stay nice and upright here. Walk your hands a little bit more forward. Pull the heart and chest forward. I sometimes like to do some like cat-cow movements here as well. And then go a little bit more forward into your straddle forward fold. Maybe you can come onto the elbows. Maybe you can even bring your head onto your hands. It's okay if you just round your back a little bit. It's still early in the morning. Make rather sure that the knees are pointing up and your legs are in an external re-rotation. If you need to bend your legs, that's fine. 2 more deep breaths here. Now we come back up to sitting. Go on one more side bend. The right arm is in the inside of your right leg. Left arm up. Use the right arm to push against the leg to open the rib cage more. head and neck. Nice, long, no tension here. Inhale, come up, other side, left arm on the inside, right arm up, lean over to the left side. Exhale, release, both legs pulled together. And then come all the way, laying on your back. Pull the right knee into your chest. Make the connection between the torso and the thigh. And then straighten the right leg without holding the hands. See how close you can get your leg by using actually your core to pull the right leg a little straighter. Then take your hands somewhere on the back of your leg. Pull your nose to the knee. Make sure the whole back is still on the mat. And exhale, release your upper back, but keep the leg where it is. Sometimes it helps to point and flex the foot or maybe make some circles in the ankle to release the nerve tension in the back of your leg. From here, we're going to go into the opening. So bring your left hand onto your hip. Take the outside of your leg, outside of your foot, whatever you can reach, and open the leg as long to the side as the left hip stays grounded on the floor. So you really want to work with that. If the left hip lifts and you can bring the right hip down, you're not getting the stretch on the side. You can always keep your right leg bent. Inhale, bring your leg up. We're going to switch into a spinal twist. I leave it up to you. You can bend the knee and open the right arm to the side. If you want to go deeper, take the outside of the foot and keep the right leg straight. Same idea here, the right shoulder wants to stay down. You want to imagine your right hip pulling back. Imagine you can keep your leg where it is without actually holding on to it. So, to use that balance between strength and flexibility. Inhale, bring the right leg into straight. Hold on to it one more time. Pull it close to your nose before you release the side. Bring the left leg up into straight. Bend the left knee, hold on to the back thigh, make the connection between the belly and the thigh. Pull it in close. Let go of the grip, straighten the left leg. See how high your left leg goes. How you can bring it a little closer by engaging your core. And then hold it. And the calves are on the foot. Pull your nose to your knee. Active stretch. And then bring your torso back to the mat. Maybe you make some circles for your ankles or point and flex the foot. Bring the right hand onto your right hip and open the leg to the left side. Same variations here, either bend the leg or keep it straight. Try to really pull the right hip down. Don't let it lift at all. Pull the lower abs in to lift the leg with your active flexibility. Maybe even think of letting the foot release for a moment. Inhale, pull it back up to your midline. We go into the twist, bend leg or straight, left arm out in one line with your shoulder. Twist. Left shoulder stays down. Breathe into the length. Pull the left hip down and away to create more length in your spine. One more deep breath here. And then release, come back to the midline here. Pull your nose to your knee one more time. And exhale, release. Let's move into Halasana. Bring your legs up. Maybe that's enough for you this morning to just bring the legs straight up or against the wall. Otherwise, you can bring your legs over your head for Halasana plow pose. Take your hands to your lower back and find your shoulders stand. If you want to go into one more inversion here. Any variation that you know that you can stay in for 10 deep breaths. And slowly bend the legs so you can bring the knees close to the ears. Support your hands next to you on the floor to support the rolling down. All the way back to the mat. And then use the momentum to roll back up to a seat. Cross your legs and back to one more downward facing dog. See how this down dog feels compared to the beginning of the flow. How your mind and body releases. Bring the right leg up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, pigeon on the right side. Right knee outside of your right wrist. Stay upright first. Allow the left hip to really ground. Lift your heart and chest. Pull the shoulder blades back. Lower belly in to protect the lower back. And then sleeping pigeon variation, either on your elbows or come all the way down to the mat. Resting your head on your hands. Stay for 5 more breaths here. And slowly we transition back up to an upright sitting position. Use your hands to lift the right leg back up. You can bring the heel to the other glute to open the hips. If you want to flip your dog, feel free to do so and open the front body. And exhale. Flip it back over to your downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Left leg lifts. Exhale, pigeon on the left side, knee outside of your left hip. Find an upright sitting position first. Allow the right hip to fully sink down. Chest open, heart open. And transition from here into surrendering into your sleeping pigeon variation. Does this hip feel any different to the other side? 2 more deep breaths here. Now we slowly lift back up. Let's push into the hands to lift the left leg. Maybe just make some circles. Bring the heel to the glutes, or flip your dog completely by stepping the left leg back, left arm overhead. Push out of your shoulder to open the chest even more. And then exhale, flip it back over, downward facing dog. Bring yourself into a child's pose from here, either arms to the front or next to your body to let the shoulders rest. Stay for 5 deep breaths in your child's pose here. Connect with the ground, that stability, but also that vulnerability that we have when we are a child. Inhale, lift yourself back up to sitting on your heels. Swing the legs back to the front. Take hold of your knees. Bring your nose towards your knees. Give yourself a nice big hug. How can you hold yourself in these times that are so uncertain? How can we allow ourselves to be with what is? And then from here, release the tension. And come slowly laying back on your mat and rest in your final resting pose, Shavasana. Palms facing up. Let the legs flare open. Release your body from inside out. Allow the face to soften, the hands and feet, the breath to become natural. Feel the heat that your body creates by pumping the blood through your veins. Feel how your body is always working for you, no matter where you are and what you do. Feel yourself in peace with this present moment as it is. Even though we don't know where all this takes us, the only way to live is in the here and now. Let the breath become deeper and reawaken your body from your final resting pose, Shavasana. Start by creating some movement in your fingers and toes. By rolling your head from side to side. And then take your arms overhead with your next inhale and give yourself a nice morning stretch. Find length. And exhale, pull yourself into fetal position. Rest your head onto your upper arms as a pillow. Send a smile to yourself for making it this morning onto your mat, for honoring your space, your practice. Be grateful for what is. Let's roll up into a final sitting position that allows yourself to be upright and straight. As the circle concludes, we conclude our practice the same way. Pointer, finger and thumb together, eyes closed. Look inside. Know that everything is there that you need right now. 3 more deep breaths here. Observe the space that you created. The focus, the connection. Bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Remind yourself of your intention. And let it resonate with you throughout the day. Let's close the practice by chanting an Om together here. Inhale. Bring your hands to your third eye center, your seat of intuition, to your lips for speaking your truth, and back to your heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me today. If you have any questions or feedback, I'm happy to